ಸಂಜಯ್ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಹಲೋ
ಹಲೋ. ಹಾ ಸರ್, ಕೇಳ್ತಿದೆ.
ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಾ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಾ ಸಂಜಯ್? ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ
ಹಲೋ. ಹಾ ಸರ್, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ?
ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಹಾ,
ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್
ಓಕೆ
ಮಾಡಿ
ಓಕೆ
ಅಂದ್ರೆ.
ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ.
ಓಕೆ, ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬರಕ್ಕೆ ಕೇಳಿ.
ಹಾ ಸರ್, ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಹಾಕಿದೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ.
ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ
ಸಂಜನಾ ಆಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್?
ಸಂಜನಾ, ಓಕೆ, ಇಬ್ರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಬೇರೆಯವರು?
ಹಾ ಹೌದು, ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ವಿವೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಾ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್, ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ.
ಓಕೆ, ಮಾಡಿ.
ಸರ್, ಇನ್ವೈಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ.
ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರಾ?
ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ವೈಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಓಕೆ, ಹಾ, ನಾನು ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ಹಾ ಸರ್, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಓಕೆ, ಯೂನಿಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ 5, project management. As per your syllabus prescribed, it's all about estimation of project cost. And this is the continuation of all the 4 units which you have studied previously. And if you say the cost and the different stages of project, okay, there are costs to be met at different stages of project life cycle. And more than that, there are different aspects of the tangible and intangible assets to be taken care of. If we say the tangible assets, the first thing is all about your fixed assets. And the fixed assets, the costs associated with your project management. And if you say the fixed assets, okay, it's about your land, buildings, plant, machinery, vehicles, and all these things comes under fixed assets. Okay, and if you say the fixed assets, even it could be your goodwill, patents, trademark, designs, logos, your I can say brand image. All these things comes under fixed assets only. When you say the project manage and its successful venture, all these things should be highly cost effective. And to make these things highly cost effective, one needs to know the preliminaries of how you are going to deal with these kind of costs. And to take it further, the project management unit number 5 focuses on the cost of acquisition fixed assets. Say you want to purchase land for your project, or you want to purchase a particular machine, or you want to get some people to involve in your project and other activities. Okay, what is its cost of acquiring it? The cost of acquiring such assets is also comes under your fixed asset categories. Next comes the technical know-how. The company that is going to invest on employees in order to gain the technical expertise, the technical awareness, the technical knowledge, all this comes under assets only. It comes under human capital. It comes under human assets, making people more aware, making people more, I can say, technically savvy, technically good. All these things comes under acquisition of fixed assets. Fixed assets in terms of manpower, fixed assets in terms of people who are very much expert in dealing with your project activities. Next comes your project report, project planning, scheduling, and controlling. Planning, scheduling, and controlling. Scheduling is all about scheduling your future course of actions on a scale. If you say your project is to be executed in a span of 1 year, in a span of 1 year, if you say, okay, you need to have the scheduling of all these project activities on monthly basis. If you say monthly basis, or maybe weekly basis, all these things come under scheduling activities. Next, next, if you say controlling, we need to control all these activities on a very cost-effective manner. Next, these are all some of the definitions. These are all some of the definitions. Fixed assets, fair market value, gross book value. If you say fixed assets, it is an asset held for the intention being used for the future purpose, and further it can be sold. Okay, it can be held for sale in the normal course of business. Okay, once the assets are very well processed, once the assets are very well developed, once the assets are very well maintained, okay, even after its depreciation also you can sell it, okay, for its lesser value. And mainly if you say the fixed assets, they are meant for future purpose of application, they're meant for future purpose of uses. Next one, it comes here, fair market value. This is the price customer willing to pay under normal conditions, without any compulsions, without any of such I can say competitive environments, and a fair market conditions. Okay, that market value, the customer is going to accept your products or services. That is your fair market value. If you say the gross book value, it is with respect to your associated with your fixed assets, and usually fixed assets are subjected to a kind of depreciation. Accumulated depreciation less the overall purchase value or the acquisition cost is going to be your net book value. Maybe after 5 years, today I have purchased a machine for 1 lakh, and every year that is going to depreciate at 12 percentage, and after 1 year the value is going to be less. Maybe at the year end of your accounting statement preparing, that is going to be entered as your net book value less depreciated. Accumulated depreciation is going to play a major role in understanding the gross book value. Okay, next is, if you say the components of assets, sorry, it's about costs associated with the site preparation. You need to prepare the site for your project and other construction activities. You need to prepare the site, the costs associated with the site preparation, the initial delivery, inventory, and other operating costs too. Okay, inventory is all about maintaining your raw materials, purchasing, ordering, reordering, and okay, it's supply chain related activities. All these things comes under inventory. Okay, there are two different kinds of inventory models. One is called deterministic model, another is called as Okay, the probabilistic or stochastic model. Under the case of risk, if you go for inventory calculations, you need to apply the probability theory. If not regarding the risk, you can go for deterministic model. But basically, the stochastic model is invented a bit complicated. When it comes to deterministic model, very simple. But in real practice, we go for stochastic inventory models or probability-based inventory models based on your risk and uncertainty associated with the vendor, the supply chain, availability of raw materials, and for all these things, there's a cost component associated with that. And this is the components of cost inventory materials. Take the example. Okay, are you hearing? All of you, are you hearing me? Sanjay? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Sanjay?
Hello.
Hello. Idea? Okay.
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll continue. Next, yeah, anybody else? Anybody
Yes,
want to
sir.
share your opinion? Hello, who is there? Who is
Vivek,
that?
sir.
Vivek?
Sir.
Okay, man. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Chill, sir. Continue, sir.
Any doubt?
Nothing, sir.
Any doubt?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Continue.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Pa. Yeah. It's all about operating cost. The operating cost is all about running a machine, as well as making people work for you. You are operating on maybe a human resources. You are operating maybe on a kind of technical operators or equipments or machines and kind of things. All these things require a kind of maintenance. Operating and maintenance cost comes under this components. Major cost. Your initial delivery, initial maintenance, site and all these things. Okay, procurement of the machines and other equipments from other places. That is initial delivery charges, inventory. I said probability models and deterministic models. And operating cost is all about maintenance cost. You need to maintain data. You need to maintain your the technology and machines and the equipment. Okay, use and reuse of any of such operating technical machines kind of things that needs a kind of maintenance. These maintenance things comes under operating cost. That is again the second component. Next comes under your installation cost, such as special foundations for plant machinery, technical equipments, and again newly brought machines. If say installation cost, the projects as well as the machines, they're very much closely related. Okay, any project for that matter, especially the projects with regard to construction, projects with regard to manufacturing industries, project okay, with regard to any of high scale, large scale industries, they involve large amount of technical support and installation of machinery that involves also a kind of cost component to be taken care of. Why I'm giving you so much of briefing about all these things is that as a project manager, as a leader of your project, you should be aware of what do you mean by cost effective operations and what do you mean by cost ineffective. If you increase the cost effectiveness, you are going to be a successful project manager. If cost effectiveness is reduced, the overall cost deficiency or the kind of cost ineffectiveness is going to increase. Ultimately, the products and services produced as an outcome of your project are going to be highly expensive. You cannot have the larger share of profit on your products and services. In order to have a price advantage, the selling price advantage, the market advantage, the fair market value advantage, you should be very well aware of what is called as cost effective project maintenance. For that purpose, okay, I'm giving you all these preliminary understanding of components of cost. Fine. Okay. Are you getting it? Anybody
Yes, sir.
say yes? Okay. Next comes under your yeah. Fine. Thank you. Professional fees. See, the project management attracts or it demands the services of several outside experts, called third party experts. We call them consultants. Okay, these also comes under consultation charges, the engineers, architects, their suggestions, their advisory kind of things, all these things come under professional fees or consultation charges. Okay, usually these consultation charges we are going to deal with in our project documentation stage. People usually generally people say that the consultation charges may vary from 25 to 35 percentage of overall project budget. This is what exactly general understanding is that. But anyway, at any point of time, you can go for having negotiations with your, I can say, the project funders or maybe the one who is sponsoring the project. All these things are there. But generally, okay, as far as my knowledge goes, the consultation charges or the professional fees for these architects, engineers, and the experts, it may vary from 25 to 35 percentage of your overall budget of the project. You're getting it? Fine? Vivek?
Yes,
Are you
sir.
there? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I will be there. I'll continue. Next, it's about cost
Sir, one
estimate.
point.
Yeah.
Sir, you
Tell
just
me.
spoke about 25% of the budget that we'll be giving for as a consultation fees.
Yes.
So, how would that be cost effective if at all we're giving in 25% of the budget to the people who are we are consulting?
You say I'll put it like this. Okay, you have purchased a machine. Okay, from say some other country, say USA, you are getting a machine. The overall cost of the machine is 1 crore. Correct. That's what
Yes, sir.
exactly we call it as breakdown structure. It's not exactly the complete budget I'm speaking about. That particular task or the job for which your consultancy being offered. Correct. Now you want to know the both in and out of that particular machine, its operations and its kind of maintenance, all of those things. And if you are going for any external support, he may ask for 25 to 35 percentage as his consultancy charges. That's what exactly the normal action. But always there is another end called as negotiations, and you can negotiate with the experts and you can continue. You got it?
Yes.
It's not.
Usually,
Yeah.
usually what exactly happens,
Yeah.
speaking about
Yeah.
the example you gave,
Yeah.
we just, speaking about the example that you gave about a machinery.
Yeah.
So usually when we import a machinery from different
Yes.
parts of the nation or different countries,
Okay.
so after installing, we make sure that we train one individual for maintaining and maintenance of that machine and operations of it.
Okay.
So if at all we send one of our employees or someone from our organization to make sure they learn everything about the machine, we can cut down the cost of associated with this
Yeah.
machine operation and maintenance.
Fine. Fine. Very good. See, that is what I said. You need not to take always consultancy at the end. You can negotiate with your various other options available to you. See that how good you are making your project as most possible. You good?
Yes, sir. Okay, fine.
I'm
Yeah.
giving you a general picture of it. That's it. Always
Yeah,
I
yes, sir.
said
Yes. Got it.
negotiations are there. You need not to go for 20 percentage. I'm not
Yeah.
telling you go and sell the money like that. Not necessary. You have to have the consultancy is fine, but the negotiation should also be in place so that you become most cost effective and your project become most price sensitive. Okay, highly profitable, and you'll have a good advantage on your fair market value. That's what I mean to say. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Next, if you say cost estimation, any cost for that matter that needs to be estimated very much earlier to your execution of a task. And if you say cost estimation, these cost estimations are with regard to each and every stage of your project execution. Okay. If you say the execution part, there are several stages which are to be dealt with regard to your life cycle. If you say project life cycle, we have seen the some different stages here. Each and every stage is going to have a cost to be met with. And if you say that the overall cost to be minimized, you need to have the breakdown at each and every stage, that particular tiny stages are to be made cost effective. Once this tiny little stages are made more cost effective, ultimately accumulated cost will be less. This is what exactly the general perception is that. Now, okay, look at this, the chart, the project stages I said, the identification stage, project identification. At this point of time, you about the design capacity, operations, whether you are going to a larger scale, medium scale, small scale industries or operations. Based on that, you are going to have this cost estimations. Next, about feasibility. See, appraisal and feasibility goes hand in hand. Once you go on appraising on your technical advantages, okay, on your environmental assessment, on your social economical and once the appraisal is there, okay, based on that appraisal report, I can judge my feasibility. Once the appraisal is feasible, automatically its feasibility goes high. If the appraisal is a failure kind of thing, okay, it will not be having the feasibility standards to follow. And basically, here at the very second stage itself, we are going to speak about socio cost benefit analysis. You are very much careful, you are very much proactive in your active in your no venture, in your project execution stages, and this SCBI is going to have your torchlight, okay, your signal there, and that's going to give you a kind of alarming kind of thing whether the social cost and benefits, always the cost should be less, the benefit should be more. This kind of comparison of cost and benefits makes you a more successful project manager. Fine. Next up, if you say the designing stages, it includes the basic design data, conceptual design, technical specifications. Say you cannot straight away get a machine. You need to have the proper technical specifications listed, and based on technical specifications, you need to have three or more, or three or four or five suppliers, manufacturers to be approached based on tender. Okay, maybe after online tender, the one who quotes less that can be accepted is what is general product info for this. Now, if the designing data, concept and technical specifications, preparation of all these reports, the designing also requires cost, because everything cannot be done by the in-house people itself. You need to have some external support also. That external support, going for some external help, external assistance, always kind of okay, is there to least cost expected. That least cost expected has to be worked out. Okay, project as a project manager, you should have all eyes and ears open to know about the least cost ventures. Once the least cost ventures are, okay, you can have your design in your place, your concepts at your place, technical specifications at your place at the least cost. Once the costs are reduced at each and every stage, one by one, breakdown structure we call it as. We call it as meta work breakdown structure, meta WBS structure. We're going to address in that in my latest stage of the slides. Next is about funding approval. See, about funding proposal. Say there are 86 different proposals, then we are going to select. Now I need to evaluate the different funding proposals and the the least cost of acquiring that kind of funds to be accepted. We call it as evaluation of funding proposals. It's all about your cost of acquiring your the fund, sorry, based on your IRR and financial appraisals and all of those things. We are going to decide, okay, from which kind of the source I can get my project funded. Okay, I should get the money, but not at the very high cost, but not at the very extreme, exorbitant kind of cost. I need to work it out. I need to evaluate the different approvals. Then I need to select it. And this is what exactly the different stages and the cost we're going to address. Next, about project implementation. Vivek, fine, you are getting it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Vivek,
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anybody else want to talk to me? Anybody else want to respond to me in the form of your doubts and queries that can be able to address you? Am I able to understand? Is it fine? Am I going well? Am I going well? Hello?
Uh,
Am I going
Hello,
sorry
well?
hello.
for
Yeah, sir.
okay.
You're audible.
Yes.
Disturbance there, but it is audible, so you can continue.
Okay, thank you very much. Next is about project implementation. Basically, majority of the projects fail this at this stage only. The implementation and the execution of project is a very, very critical juncture of your project management. Very critical stage. Implementation of approved project, including its the tenders, inquiries, okay, placing of contracts, okay, your markets, identification of the markets, your products, and all these things are to be taken care of. Project implementation. Project implemented, it's fine. You are going to implement it. You are going to produce products and services. Ultimately, to whom you deliver it, but you to identify the both no, customer contracts, raw materials contracts, it all should be based on your tenders. All these things are going to have no the cost components. Ultimately, I say that whatever the cost that are going to inculcate, that are going to address, should be very much minimum. Project effectiveness lies in the sole objective of minimizing the project cost, the costs associated with the project. This is what they said that, okay, lesser than the cost, okay, more will be your chances of having fair market value, and okay, you can have the basic advantage of it. Next is about operation and evaluation of projects. It's about operation of new asset by the client, and once it is implemented, you are going to handing it over to your clients. You are going to handing it to your that particular the clients whom you have the agreement earlier, and once that is handed over to the client, okay, maybe for 6 months to 1 year, that is going to be observed for its kind of upgradations, improvements, the kind of merits and demerits, bottlenecks. There is something called as bottleneck operations in project management. Bottlenecks can be observed only during the course of its execution. Simultaneously, parallelly, once the projects are running, okay, we need to check its bottlenecks. The evaluation is to be done to check the bottlenecks, the critical aspects of its performance to be judged. Once these critical aspects to be judged, okay, your evaluation is going to be in place, and that evaluation will make you. Hello, some disturbance.
Nothing.
Disturbance. Okay. Next is about technical know-how. In project management, the technical know-how with regard to project manager is very, very important. The project manager should be a master of the holistic knowledge, complete knowledge. You should be an interpersonal manager. You should be a finance manager. You should be good in his common sense. You should be good in leadership. You should be good in his no, technical skills and all. That's what I say that technical know-how in project management. Know-how is all about knowledge and the skill gained through experience. Over the course of time, as you go on with your project activities, okay, you're going to gain this know-how, awareness, primary knowledge, the preliminary awareness. This is what exactly project managers are going to develop during the course of his time in this project execution. Next is about project management today operate in a complex, constrained, and unstable, uncertain environment. Look at this. I have just marked it in a red state. Doesn't mean say that you should be very much alert, careful. Today's marketing environment, today's business environment, today's operating environment with regard to projects and all, it's not simple. It's not okay. It's not so easy to take with. It's very complex. and it's also unstable and uncertain. Anything may creep in, any kind of demerits may creep in, any kind of challenges that may creep in during your course of action. And these challenges, okay, for these challenges, as a project manager, you should be ready to deal with any such kind of uncertainties. This is what exactly I said. You should have an all-round manager. You should be knowing each and every nook and corner of your project and its management. Not only machine, not only HR, not only marketing, not only finance, not only R&D, a bunch of all, a blend of all is very much required. This bunch of all and blend of all makes you a successful project manager. Okay, are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Everybody there? Okay, yeah. As a
Yes, yes,
result,
yes, sir.
project managers are confronted with various problems. Listen to me. Okay, as far as my knowledge goes, these project managers are highly paid individuals because of the challenging role to be played. Because it speaks about coordinating and integrating vast human and non-human resources. As a project manager, you should know how to handle the people, at the same time your non-human resources, maybe the machines. You should be a kind of catalyst agent between people and your machines, human and non-human. You should act as a bridge. Okay, and now if you say project managers need multidisciplinary know-how, it's not one area I'm talking about. You should be management skills, technical skills, economic, financial knowledge, social, interpersonal communication skills, legal and political knowledge. This is what exactly the skill set and the know-how of a project manager in total. Okay, you should be best manager, you should be a best technical, you should be a best technocrat, maybe a technician, maybe a technical expert. You should have the in and out of each and every economic and financial phenomena or the concept that are associated with the project. Even you should be very much social. Okay, as a project manager should not be an introvert kind of thing. You should be outspoken. You should be a social being. You should be very much humble and down to earth, so that he can approach and he is accessible, and the project manager is going to address even the people who are at the downline of pyramid of your system, downline of pyramid of the organization, not the top level. You should be very accessible even to the people who are at the downline of the pyramid. Are base end, we say that the employee level, even a non-technical man, maybe a group D a worker, whatever it may be, from CEO to a group D worker, you should be a kind of the bridge. That's what exactly social I mean to say. Next is about interpersonal communication. You should have very good communication skills, interpersonal HR skills. As I said, social being, outspoken, okay, and you should have a very good awareness of even the psychology too. And we say the psychology, the social aspect, the social side of the say. Each and every project organization will be having two different phases. Probably you might be knowing about in HR, there is something called as Zohari's window concept. Okay, probably HR people will be knowing about this. If you say Zohari's window, every organization or any of the system or any of the management will be having two or more sides of it. If you take two or more sides of it, if you say only two sides, one is okay with regard to the company side, or next one is with regard to the human side. The project manager should have both of the understanding of the social side of the organization as well as the company side of the organization. So management side and the social side. Okay, we call it as the customer side. At the same time, your can say capital side, the one who is running the industry, as well as the one who is consuming your products. This is what exactly Zohari's window concept. Now we say Zohari's window and project management technical know-how. Okay, in between these two phases, there is a project manager. He is a kind of link between the social side of the organization as well as the capitalist side of the organization. And the project manager acts as a kind of link, acts as a kind of coordinating agent coordinator between that of the market, the society, and the industry together. And that's what exactly interpersonal and the company. In order to do this, you should be a good communicator. Next is about legal and political knowledge. Say you should be having very good legal awareness. At any point of time, anybody can sue, okay, your industry, maybe for okay, wrongdoings, or even though you're right, people may claim that you're wrong. Okay, you need to have each and every unique specific class of your okay, they say Companies Act, Industries Act, Factories Act 1948 and its amendments. Factories Act should be you should be knowing about. The Companies Act should be knowing about. The recent amendments you should be knowing about. Okay, even you should be having the pin-to-pin details of how the company secretaries are going to perform, how the chartered accountants are going to perform. Because otherwise, your CS and company chartered accountants may make you idiots. Because a project manager, if he is not very much smart, okay, the company may not be in a right hands like. Therefore, you should be a smart guy altogether. I can say, I can use one single word to say that a project manager should be a smart guy, having all this knowledge, having all these skills in one single nutshell. A blend of these things are very much required. Okay, getting it. Next, it's about know-how based project management. To realize the know-how management, I said in the beginning, I said meta WBS work breakdown structure. Say, I have a very large mountain in front of me. I want to make the good out of it. I say that if it's a good out of it, I should be a good sculpture. How best I can have the carvings, okay, in that mountain. I can produce the sculptures, I can sell it, I can make money. It's the same thing. A kind of demon kind of large projects are there in front of me. I need to break it into single pieces. I'm going to break it into tiny structures. That is what is called as work breakdown structure. It's all about your okay, how a complex task can be broken down into tiny pieces, how a complex task is going to break into I can say the fragmentation kind of things, work breakdown. Okay, all these things I've studied in your no, the scientific management as a fails management theory. There the same thing people say that the work has to be divided. So time, motion, and work study is based on this concept only. Which is the time, motion, work study, and the fatigue study. All these things are based on your WBS work breakdown structure. Okay, we say work breakdown structure, that these things are going to make you very much simple and very much easy to execute your projects. Next is about know-how base. I said a project manager should have very good common sense. I said GK, general knowledge, common sense. Know-how base is composed of many pieces of vague, non-quantitative information which are expressed in natural language sentence. You should be altogether, you should be a very a man with general sense, a man with general knowledge, a man with common sense. Next, you should be a very good data scientist too. Skill set regarding management of database. We say database, okay, day in and day out, day in and day out, I repeat, the project managers are going to be pooled with enormous amount of data, and you should be having either the assistants to help you regarding the data science, or you yourself should become a very good data handler. Okay, how to process your data, skill set regarding the management of database. Next, meta WBS is defined as a multi-dimensional matrix consisting of work breakdown structure. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, if you say in a week. Okay, how this can be broken in on a weekly basis with regard to your work breakdown structure. Say tiny unit, work number 1, work number 2, work number 3. Say piece like work number 1, piece work number 2, piece work number 3, piece work number 4. Okay, develop a matrix kind of thing, and so that okay, you're going to have the least cost can be allotted for the operators on this breakdown structures. This is the best method of going for your cost effectiveness. Okay, and even technical aspects, tendering, all these things comes under breakdowns. So once the work is broken down, you can go for there is a peace contracting system. This peace contracting system also plays a very major role here. Clear? Vivek, are you there? Hello? Who is there
Yeah, yes, sir.
online?
I'm here.
Okay. Vivek, how are you?
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm online. I'm
Vivek?
listening.
Okay. How are you? How are you? I said. Very good.
Yeah, I'm cool. Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll continue.
Yeah.
Probably after 2 or 3 more slides, I may close it. I'll take the remaining part tomorrow at 12 o'clock again. Okay, I have this almost for 5:40. Another 10 to 20 minutes I'll continue. Fine? Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay. Next is okay. Next is what are the technical abilities a project manager should have? See, there are double question mark. You said double question mark. There are plenty of technical abilities that are required for a project manager. Having one management degree is not sufficient, not enough for a project to become a project manager. You should be an engineer, you should be a scientist, you should be a psychologist, you should be a social being, and altogether you should be a technocrat and technical expert too. This is what exactly I used to say. I used to comment on project manager and its roles. Now, a project manager acts as the central point of communication between the project team, management, customers, and other participants of project. This is what I said, Zohari's window concept. Say Zohari's window, putting organization in the center, viewing at multiple eyes. Okay, different people will be having different perceptions regarding your business, regarding your products, regarding your company, regarding your activities. This Zohari's window, speaks about multiple opinions, and a project manager should be there to accommodate all these multiple opinions and diverse opinions, and he should be there to compile all these multiple diverse opinions and take the best out of it and communicate it to the respective stakeholders. That's what exactly I mean. You got it? You got my meaning? Hello?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody? Any doubts? Any doubts? Any doubts, Vivek?
Nothing, sir. Nothing, sir.
Okay, it's
No.
mind blowing. Zohari's window concept, you can just Google it, you'll get it. No problem.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we know it, sir. We had it in previous semester. Maybe.
Fine. That's what. See, Zohari's window basically speaks about there is an industry, there is something lying outside, and if you say 100 people looking at that particular industry organization, 100 people will having 100 opinions. Similarly, if a project is being undertaken, customers may have different opinion, management may have different opinion, the overall team of workers may have some different opinion, other stakeholders may have different opinions, but the project manager should be there to smoothen out, iron out all these discrepancies, all these diverse opinions, and so that he is going to have a comprehensive role player. He is going to smoothen out all these diversities as a central point of communication. To whom exactly you are communicating with? The kind of the communication that is required, only that part of communication to be given to only to that respective team. The information to be shared with the management may not be shared with the same thing with the customers. The information that is given to the customers may not be given to his team members. Like that, you need to manage all things in a very smooth manner. Sometimes people also say that project managers need to be a bit hypocritic too, because he is not good to all. Project manager is not good to all. It cannot be also. Anushree, are you listening? Hello? Anushree? Anushree? Anushree, are you on the line? Hello?
Sir.
Vivek? Yeah. Project manager
Yeah, man.
cannot be good for all the time, because he is going to have his kind of communication differently for different people. And anyway, and he is to have a liaison officer too. He is going to have he is going to exercise his roles and responsibilities in a very, very smooth manner without encouraging any of the conflicts, diversities, or maybe difference of opinions. That's what exactly the technical ability is all about. Next, an effective project manager should be possessed with both soft skills and hard skills. You know what is a soft skill and hard skill? Anybody there? What's a soft skill? What's a soft skill? Anybody can answer me? Hello. What's a soft skill? What is a soft skill? Communication is a soft skill. Okay. And what is the hard skill? The hard skill is all about maintaining your technology, maintaining and operations. Okay. Next, leadership is a soft skill. Okay. And social skills is a soft skill. And convincing, negotiation skills, it's a soft skill. And okay, your ICT skill, it's a soft skill. And mathematical and scientific related things, technical abilities, technical skills, technical know-how, okay, operating of machines, all these things comes under hard skill. Okay, know-how regarding budget preparation. The project manager should also know about the different aspects of budget too. And there is something called as job sequencing software. Anybody know about this? Job sequencing software. Anybody there? Can you give your opinion? Okay, Vivek, Chandan, Sanjana. You know, there's something called a job sequencing software. Anybody know about this? Job sequencing software. Vivek, hello, Anushree. Job
No, sir,
sequencing
no idea.
software. No idea. Job sequencing. I tell you, I'll put it like this. So you have some 3 jobs to be processed. You can manually calculate what is the time required and how exactly this to be scheduled. Maybe 1 job, next 2nd job, next a 3rd job. Now you decide there are 100 jobs to be processed to get your ultimate outcome. 100 different jobs to be processed. Then how to fix the scheduling? Okay, how to have the orderliness? Okay, that too, you should have the cost minimization. In order to deal with such kind of multiple tasks in a sequential manner, in a very cost-effective scheduling manner, there are some softwares. And these softwares are very much helpful for the project managers to decide their scheduling skills. This also comes under soft skill. Scheduling skills. The software, okay, with regard to a job sequencing. Probably if you go to Google and search it, there is something called as Johnson's rule of job sequencing. If you say Johnson's rule of job sequencing, okay, based on this Johnson's rule itself, job sequencing softwares are developed. Okay, they have the rule for 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 4 jobs, 10 jobs, and 100 jobs. And all these things are digitalized. Softwares are there available in the market, but the only thing is you need to pay for it. Okay, if we say 100 jobs, how best I can schedule them, how best I can arrange them, how best I can execute them. Okay, all these things are about the knowledge base of a project manager regarding job sequencing softwares, work scheduling, supply chain. No supply chain like that. Say we have some 10 suppliers to supply to get your raw materials. Okay, how to have the preferences on for the supply for the suppliers. Okay, we have something called as vendor management. Okay, vendor empowerment. This vendor management, supply chain, job sequencing, scheduling, all these things are highly interrelated. Understand? I'm getting my point. Okay, the scheduling, supply chain, job sequencing, they're all highly interrelated. Okay, and we say vendor management, vendor empowerment is also a part of job sequencing software too, because okay, the tasks are going to be allocated, to be allotted to different, I can say stakeholders in your project, including your suppliers. Now, regarding preparation and evaluation of technical reports, there are technical reports available based on technical feasibility, technical appraisal. Now, the technical you can say advantages as a project manager. You should have at least an awareness, a bit of awareness regarding the righteousness, the right and wrongs, the right doings and the wrongdoings of technical reports. Otherwise, the people may make you can say stupid, because they'll take the advantage of your ignorance. They'll take the advantage of your lack of knowledge, and they are going to charge you more, or even they may derail the whole project. That's the reason why a project manager should have a smart knowledge, holistic knowledge, complete knowledge. Okay, from yeah technical aspects to that of the society and the communication. Next, know-how regarding project evaluation, monitoring, and controlling techniques. Say evaluation, monitoring, controlling techniques. There is something called as PERT and CPM techniques. Okay, program evaluation and review technique, as well as CPM method. Okay, these things are a bit technical in nature, but these two things can be used to evaluate. Basically, we speak about critical path, the critical activities processed first. Critical activities are the most important activities. You are not supposed to delay them. Say site preparation, for an example. Site preparation, you cannot delay them, because only after site preparation itself we are going to install your machines. Okay, therefore site preparation is a kind of your critical activity to be processed first, to be processed, okay, with utmost care, with utmost importance, with utmost, okay, say the recognition. It should be given due recognition, first priority for such critical activities. How to judge the critical activities, that comes under this part of project evaluation and monitoring. You need to monitor all the critical activities, monitor and give due recognition to all such critical activities, process them first. No compromise for critical activities. If say critical activities are processed first, okay, you are going to save your cost to the great level. Okay, critical cost, if you delay them, okay, you are going to have more cost. The cost overheads are going to increase. In order to reduce this cost overheads, you need to process the critical activities first. Okay, that's it. Okay, another 9 minutes to go. Next, the technical abilities of a project manager. I'll continue. Next is about the budget preparation, as well as work scheduling and job sequencing software. It's a kind of extension of the previous slide itself. Okay, you should have a project manager should have the know-how regarding how a budget is prepared. Maybe annual budget, maybe quarterly budget, maybe half-yearly budget, whatever it may be. All the budget-related activities, okay, you should have an expertise in that. If not expertise, at least a fair understanding of your project preparation and its finance-related activities should be there. Otherwise, your budget may become ineffective. When the budget becomes ineffective, the execution part becomes ineffective, and your project becomes a failure. Therefore, a project manager prepares spreadsheets to help budget calculations, okay, some adjustments, record keeping, accurate estimates, okay, prevent the curtailing of work due to deficiency in resources, okay, or maybe underpayment of work. Say, worker satisfaction is very important. Underpayment of workers may lead to kind of dissatisfaction among your workers. Okay, not underpayment, not overpayment. There should be kind of amicable kind of things. There should be kind of most accepted standards maintained, market values maintained, market standards maintained, and the project manager should be having all these market standards in his understanding. Only in that case, he can go for budget preparation and this finance activities. Next comes work scheduling and job sequencing software, as I told you earlier. Okay, it assists the project manager, he or her, that doesn't matter, the project manager itself, effectively to direct project team on their duties and keep a tab of progress on the whole project. If you say my scheduling of activities are maintained well, my scheduling of the different the tasks are scheduled well, That's where exactly my success lies, because I know which activity to be taken first and which activity to be taken in between and which activity processed in intermittent stage and which activity to be processed later. And ultimately, all my can say assembly line is going to be highly value added. Assembly line means say that the work processing. Once the assembly line gets value added, ultimately your product is going to be highly value added and very much qualitative. And okay, going back again, you'll be having a very fair market value. You can an advantage. You can have a very you will be in the driver's seat to decide to judge your marketplace, because you'll be at the higher end of the negotiation. An essential technical skill involves okay, the skill preparation of a work breakdown structure, and I'll brief you about what is exactly work breakdown structure in my next class, maybe tomorrow. And their responsibilities based on piecework system, okay, the work breakdown and the estimated time for each and every work to be completed and all those things. And that's it. Thank you for today. And I'll give you some 5 to 10 more minutes to you people all. You can raise any of the queries and the questions and your feedback, and it's very much helpful for me to go for my next class tomorrow. Okay, that's it. Thank you, dear my lovely students, and that's it. Thank you. Any feedback? Hello. Please, you can share your opinions one by one. Yeah. Who is there online? Vivek, Sanjana, Vivek is not there. Anushree, Anushree, Anushree.
Yes, sir. Network problem.
Yeah. Any queries? Any doubts? Any doubts? How was
Mm.
it totally? How was it? How was it?
Ye- Hello. It was
Yeah,
good,
yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Yeah, it was
Hello.
actually good.
Thank you. Put the same thing in the group.
Yeah,
I
sir. Okay.
want you people to respond on the same thing in the group, because for the past 2 to 3 days, I did not sleep even for an hour. Even for an hour, I did not sleep for the past 3 days. Okay,
Sir.
yeah, technical aspects, knowing, understanding, or knowing about its functions, Microsoft Teams, how exactly it functions, what exactly from my side, the hardware skills I need to acquire, all these things today it is solved, and probably I did my best to you. Okay, that's it. Ultimately, your satisfaction uh, means a lot. You should be satisfied. You should be the one to get the benefit out of it, and that's what exactly we require. I'm not doing it only for the sake of documentation. I'm not doing it only for the sake of doing something. I'm doing it with a kind of cause and to meet your requirements. That's what exactly I should say. And if you try to follow me exactly, I go with my words, definitely angels will follow you, Vivek. Okay, want
Sir.
angels to follow you? Okay.
No, sir.
Yeah, you want angels to follow you. Listen to me carefully. I can give you the best of
Already
my
following.
knowledge. I can share my, yeah, I can give you the best of my awareness and knowledge to you all. Only thing is, you should have the cooperation towards me. And problems are there here and there. That's fine. But ultimately, okay, we should win over the problem. That's what exactly human spirit is all about. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay, thank you
Yes,
guys.
sir.
Bye for today. Okay, have a good evening and
Yes, sir.
thank you. I'll end the session. Okay,
Yes,
shall I
sir.
end the session?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay,
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
uh,
Bye.
you.
tomorrow 12 o'clock. Tomorrow 12 o'clock.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Show,
Okay, okay.
put the same thing in your
Okay, sir.
group,
Okay.
and that's it. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sure.